Have you ever been in the shower one day and your mind just dozes off and thinks of the food you ate yesterday? Or maybe there's something important that you need to get done by today. You might also forgot something important for a long while. Or even, you just thought of the most brilliant idea ever. I'm sure it happened to all of us at least once or twice in our life. And most of the time when that happens, you just ends up forgetting it and the idea fades out of existence when you just open the door of the shower room. And that's really a waste, isn't it? You may notice when these types of events happen, it never happens when you're scrolling across the phone on social media or the moment you're focused doing work. The most brilliant ideas always comes when you're in the shower or preparing to sleep. Why is that? Well, the reason for that is because that's the state when your mind is wandering off and thinking of ideas, and that leaves an empty space for your subconscious mind to fill out with ideas. The subconscious mind then generates the most creative idea it can think of, and that's where our shower thoughts originate from. So, what if we want to be in the state of a shower thought for a long time, because it is great to generate many ideas out of your head? Well, many studies have found that people who practice and let their mind wander off for some time during the day, they report feeling lower rates of depression and burnout when doing their work, and instead, they feel more focused and they can achieve a more efficient workflow while doing their work. So how can we be like those people? Let's dive deeper into the inner workings of our mind, in simple terms of course, so we can uncover where we can fix to elongate that period of shower time in your mind. Fundamentally, your mind consists of two sectors. The first being the musing mind. Our musing mind is the minds that wander off and think of creative ideas, while the organizing mind is the one that thinks logically and helps us think of things more in the logistic type. If we were to put it in perspective, the musing mind would be when you're controlling a plane and you set it on autopilot. The rest of the flight, you just have to sit back, relax, and just wait for it to reach its destination, isn't it? While on the other hand, the organizing mind is when you have to control everything manually. There's so many things to consider for, and you may get overwhelmed. And that's like when your mind gets clouded by negative thoughts. Not the best feeling, isn't it? From what I was trying to conclude, I was not intending to say that the organizing mind is the villain here, and I'm not trying to say that the musing mind is the hero. What I'm trying to say is that both minds can help you achieve doing different things. You just have to find the right balance between the two. And how can we find that balance? By adapting our lifestyle to fit those two sectors of our minds. We can adapt our lifestyle to be more flexible and make our musing mind and organizing mind shift to each other more easily back and forth, is by stabilizing your thoughts. Imagine you're scrolling through your phone. It's designed to make you captivated by it, and it makes it harder for you to break out and just think. So that's why you have to limit your phone or just use your phone more responsibly. Because when you're using your phone, it's harder to enter the musing mode and you can't think of anything when you're using it. Also, you should give a try to listening to music wherever you can. Maybe you can find a hobby that you're really passionate about that can really shape up your organizing mind in a way. Maybe you can go to the park and take a walk in nature. That can also help your musing mind to develop more. And you can see that from these examples, there are many ways for you to develop your mind. So why aren't you doing them? Lastly, the most biggest factor if you want to control your two sectors more efficiently is by changing your mindset. Usually, most of us, when we go about our daily lives, we just do the things we are supposed to do, and when the task is done, we don't think about it. I think there's a more clear and better way you can go about this. How about the next time you have a task, before you do that task, I want you to question yourself. What am I doing? And how am I going to do this? These two questions may sound very basic and very purposeless, but it can actually help your mind take a load off from thinking what you're going to do while you're doing the activity. And it can make your musing mind more free, and you can just shift into the musing mind and wander off and think of more ideas. Another thing I want to add is whenever your musing mind discovers a creative idea, I want you to jot it down. Maybe once you get it, you take up your pen and your post-it or maybe your notebook, jot it down, and now the idea can stick with you forever. Crazy, isn't it? From what we talked about, you can clearly see that changing your activities you do in your life and your mindset can make you be a more clear person in the mind. And now, if you follow these steps, I'm sure that it can make you shift between these two sectors of your brain more efficiently. Thank you.